Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to look at one of my portulacaria afra lilliput trees. Like I said, it's a lilliput variety. If you're not familiar with the lilliput, it just has really tiny leaves. It's just like the normal portulacaria, but the leaves are just super small. You can see how small they are compared to my finger. I've got quite a few of these, and I really like them because you can keep a small tree, but then the leaves are small enough you can just really create a lot of dense foliage pads and nice dense canopy. So really like the way these are shaping up, and I'm not sure if they all do this, but a lot of my lilliputs get kind of a rough bark on them. You can see it's pretty rough there. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit, but it's nice and rough. Some of it's flaking off, so it just gives it a sign of age. So I think it looks pretty cool. So this guy, I think, has been in a couple videos. I've got the trunk going up, and then it kind of corkscrews around, and then kind of back up. So, but overall, the shape is going to be kind of a triangular dome kind of look to it. But it's been growing out a little bit, so we just need to give it a little haircut and get it back in shape. So let's go ahead and take some of these tall ones off. Seems to be growing pretty well. It's a little bit shaded on my bench, so I've got to move it a little bit. It's got a few yellow leaves underneath here, and part of it's just the top, the canopy so thick that it just shades out some of the lower branches, and you get yellow leaves. So not that big a deal as long as there's not a lot of them. Trees just do that naturally as they age. They get rid of the leaves they don't think they need anymore for energy production, and continue to grow new ones. Might need to put some different wire on here because it seems like every time I look at this tree it wants to kind of droop down over there on that side just because of the weight of it. But I may just have to be happy with the droop, because sometimes if you fight a tree and it wants to do a certain thing, sometimes it's best just to let it do it. Let's see. Yeah, it's not too bad. See if I can get a little bit of a separation over here maybe. Might not be able to though, because yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Got this branch here that's a couple of these that are growing straight up. Get rid of those. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to get a lot of separation. on that side. I still think it looks good though. You might just kind of let that be one canopy going down there, and then have the separation over here, which looks nice. Take this back a little bit shorter. Got this guy drooping down here in the back. I don't really care for that. It's kind of growing. You can see one's growing up and one's growing down. I could put wire on it and twist it around till they're both horizontal. Would help fill that in. But again, that's part of fighting the tree a little bit. I think I'm going to cut it short for now. I'll probably eventually get rid of it, but this one here is going down. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Almost needs repotted because it's got a little, it's leaning kind of to the left and back a little bit. So you can see it's kind of leaning back this way. Ideally, I'd want it to be leaning forward a little bit more. But I'm not going to repot it today, but that's just something to keep in mind when I when I do repot it. This branch back here, I think last time I pruned this, I thought I'd leave it and then maybe wire it up, but I just got this branch that's coming out that I can use to shoot off this way. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that. It's going to fight me too much, so I do kind of like this one drooping down a little bit. Got a little bit of wire on there, which is helping. Prune it back a little bit and let those grow back in. Yeah, it's not too bad. These downward facing leaves, I like taking those off just to clean up the look of the pads to where it's a little flatter on the bottom. And you can pinch them off, or you can use your scissors if you want to. Take this back shorter. Yeah, when I repot it, it's going to be something more like that, which is a much better design, I think, anyway. But like I said, I'm not going to do that today, but when I do, I might even upsize the pot a little bit. But yeah, standing it straighter like that, I think is where I want to go with this tree. But so I could go ahead and prune a little bit more based on that shape. Yeah. So yeah, once I repot it and get it positioned like that, this is going to be a nice little tree. Yeah, we got another one back here. This is growing straight down. Get rid of that. Bring this down a little bit. Let it branch out. Yeah, pretty happy with what I'm seeing here. Nice little tree. I'm definitely in the team lilliput. Love these little guys. Yeah, I think that's going to just about do it. All right. Yeah, if I do end up repotting this, I'll definitely shoot a video on it just to kind of reposition it, straighten it up a little bit, but it doesn't look too bad. I think that'll do it. So we'll give you a quick spin around here. There's the front. There's the left side. There's the back. Right side. And back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.